Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live 0063 hashtag hat trick. So, oh goodness, what a what a week. Anyways, um, today I'll talk a little bit about Jeff Garzik. If you don't know who this is Jeff Garzik. Um, used to work with Bitcoin core developers a long time ago, I guess. Anyways, as you know, my little short 10-minute series here is about the memes I create. And let me read the meme to you. Me, Bitcoin lead developer. And you see his expression on his face there, just happy as can be in amazement. Anyways, if you don't know a lot about Jeff Garzik, um, you probably don't know he was involved with Linux, which is another open software, and he's involved with Red Hat. Now, I've never heard of such a thing. I'm not familiar with that, but I do know that Red Hat was like a commercialized, corporatized, enterprised version of Linux. And so the reason I call this episode hashtag hat trick is because you'll have the miners, you have users, quote unquote users, which they're not even users, they're more they're business facilitators, but since they run a node and have Bitcoins, you could call them users, but mostly corporate interest. And then you need the third component to make this complete, the complete hat trick, which is you need a developer. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Garzik is, I have a QR code in the red hat. If you notice, it's not the red hat symbol for the software, it's a red top hat. I'm kind of in the mood for the red top hat thing, or the top hats in general. If you look there, you'll see a QR code. If you scan it, it'll take you to a recent video of Jeff Garzik around April and how he's talking about hard forking, why he believes in SegWit 2x hard fork. He does like SegWit. He's okay with it. You kind of get an idea of his thoughts if you've never heard him talk. And so a lot of people want to paint Jeff Garzik as some evil person, software person who's probably incompetent and also has a company called Block, which tracks your Bitcoins and everything. But if you hear him talk, he's nothing like that, apparently. But he does give you a reason why the hard fork is necessary, why he feels the hard fork is necessary, and maybe even why corporate interests like Coinbase, BitPay, and many other people who are for the hard fork, the hashtag yes2x, why they're hard forking. And you may be surprised that it's not anything to do with scaling. It probably has nothing to do with scaling. It's their belief that, or at least Jeff Garzik's belief, that a minority of people should not have control over the software development. And what he's talking about is he's talking about the core developers. And that's what I'm assuming he's talking about. So if you watch his video, he gives some very insightful details of what this hard fork is all about. Has not much to do with scaling, actually. It has to do control over the development of Bitcoin, the software, the protocol, implementation, you name it. He's, he does get into detail what he thinks should be consensus, which is an agreement with the miners, the business interest, and developers. He thinks that is consensus versus consensus being something else, as what has been done was the core development team puts out their updates, their software, and then allows everyone else to upgrade their software of their own free will. So there's a difference in there on the process of thinking. So if you understand a little bit about Jeff Garzek, you'll understand a little bit of why he's dedicated to hashtag yes2x. Okay, you'll understand that. And so again, the QR code with the red top hat is a video to Jeff Garzek. I think it's very insightful. On the left side, there's a QR code, the orange square with the clock in it. That's the deadline, people. There's 42 days left for you all to do something. Whatever it is. Remember what I said? If you have a troll army, now is the time to use it. So let me go to my plugin here. Oh, I forgot to full screen this. There you go. My oh, you get a big screen. Let's see. Oh, there it is. The Bitcoin pot of gold. So here's the Bitcoin pot of gold. On the left with the arrow, the green arrow is the donation address. If you want to put into the pot of gold, let it build up. I haven't looked at it. I know I put $5 into it. It was an idea from Yellow Fever for You. So on the bottom there, there's a QR code to his channel. If you scan that, it will take you to his channel. And then on the right side, the yellow target. It's supposed to be a target, yellow target in there, but that's the golden key, but it's an encrypted golden key. And so go ahead and scan that and see if you can crack the code, and whatever's in there is all yours. And that'd be the end of the Bitcoin pot of gold. But anyways, if I haven't checked the donations, I'll have to check it and see if how much is in there, if anything was in there. And it gets to a certain amount, I will reveal, or I will give a clue to part of the 24 words recovery seed. So in any case, this will be given to someone eventually. I'll keep doing it until someone gets the pot of gold. Anyways, so let's go back to Jeff Garzek here real quick. So thank you for everyone in the live chat. I see Ken's back. I see you've come back. I think you're a zombie now. You died and you come back, so that's amazing. Brian is in the channel. Mr. Coin Market Cap, A1 Baller, good to see you. And Iggy popped in for a little bit. And some other new people. Sa New Bononics and CryptoBit. And let's see, President Fraz. Good to see all you guys, and thanks for joining. So I've been doing these memes for a while. I am seeing more and more people taking their stance, and a lot of supporters of the hard fork have dropped out. More people are being more vocal. But as I'm digging and doing more research into this and the motivation of what this hard fork is all about, I'm starting to learn that this is nothing but a takeover of the code. That's all it is. Who's going to maintain the code after November? And it seems like if I look at the SegWit 2x people, or the people who want a hard fork, they all, like I said, they all have a common interest. They're business oriented. They want to create this corporate enterprise using Bitcoin. And again, if you know anything about Jeff Garzek, he's also worked on Red Hat, which is a enterprise version of Linux. So if you look at all three of these things, you'll see what's happening. This is a corporate takeover, and it won't be Bitcoin anymore. It'll be a PayPal, a crude version of Visa, MasterCard, Western Union, and essentially maybe even the beginning of a techno Fed in Silicon Valley. And so I have a link to his Twitter, and he's in San Francisco today for some reason. He's probably meeting with all the Silicon Valley people, Coinbase and whoever, whatnot over there, and getting in preparation of the hard fork coming up. But anyways, my 10 minutes are almost up. Feel free to scan any of the QR codes. And yes, if this hard fork goes through, Jeff Garzak will be the lead developer of, I guess you could call it Bitcoin 2. Bitphoenix actually put out a tokenized trading pair, BX1 and BX2. BX1 being the regular SegWit that we have now, and BX2 being the future SegWit. And last time I checked, it was kind of weird. I went to my Bitphoenix webpage. I saw it on the webpage, on the homepage, and it was trading like, I think BX1 was 0.8 Bitcoin if it was being paired to a Bitcoin, and then BX2 was 0.20 Bitcoin. I refreshed the page, it was gone. The pairing's gone now. I don't know what's happening to it, but if that is an indication, if price is an indication of expected future price or what people are willing to pay for it right now, it doesn't look good for 2x, SegWit 2x hard fork, because it's worth only 20% of its value. So it's kind of not looking good, but still, you might have people who are committed to doing this. Anyways, my 10 minutes are up. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Leave a comment after the live stream, of course, but also do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned.